So hello and welcome back to Goomad's Coins and Banknotes, and in today's video we're going to look at paper banknotes and the value you would need to get now if you collected these banknotes or at the last year of issue. So even though you might have different signatures from different years, we're talking about just the last year of issue. So here we have the values from 2023 of each of these banknotes compared to the last year of issue. So this is 84, 88, 92, 93, 94, 95. And as you can see, there's no $100 banknote because I don't have a $100 banknote on me. That's the paper. So the it's a grey nurse or whatever they call it. And as you can see, as you go back in time, the increase in purchasing power is greater. So $1 from 84, $3.66. But you've got $1 from 1993, and you're only getting 2.20. So it's a bit over double. If you want to work out the inflation rate, so we have $100 here. 100% inflation means there's no change in prices. 200% inflation is double. And if you want 2000% inflation, you need to take away the first 100. So that would, so that's pretty much, like $1,900. So you are not including the first $100 on the actual value because that's the original price. Okay, so we have the $1 to the $50, and the $1 and $2 I personally did not keep from those time periods. 1984 would have been 9, and this banknote 1988, so it would have been 13. So while I do remember using these in school, 88 it would have been in Form 2. I remember purchasing a 600ml Coke because I got the money off the teacher. The teacher actually gave me $2 because I didn't have any money at the time, and a 60-cent daily ticket for a student. Okay, so that's my early purchase. The $5, well, I can remember buying doner kebabs for like $4.50 back in, I think, 92, 91, 92, sometime around that period. So it's quite a long period of time. Okay, so we have the Renix catalog, which gives you values of banknotes. So these, and they're all going to be uncirculated values, so that's what we're looking at. Obviously, if you've got a fine, very fine condition banknote, I would have all of these values in this book because they're not really reflective of purchasing power. So basically a $1 banknote, which is last signature, Johnson Stone, here it says $10, but in realistic, you're probably going to get $5. And $5 is actually higher than $3.66. So uncirculated $1 banknotes are pretty good to keep. They do match inflation or a little bit over. So these, actually, I'd keep any Australian banknote that's uncirculated. They seem to keep up with inflation. So as you can see on this side, we have the Aboriginal portrait from a Yolngu elder. I can't remember his name. And here we have the coat of arms, but Indigenous style. So we have the states: New South Wales, Victoria, Queensland, South Australia, Western Australia, and Tasmania. Tasmania is a lion for some reason. We've got emu and kangaroo. And this star up here represents 1 point for each state. And there's an extra point for all the territories. Okay, and all the watermark is Captain Cook, who got killed in Hawaii. Okay, so we have next, we have the $2. So we're not talking about the last prefix. Okay, so the $2 last issued in 1988, but these ones Johnson Fraser issued from 1985 to 88. So these are not dated. There's just a date range. And general prefix uncirculated, talking about $12. And $7 almost uncirculated. So half those, I'd say almost uncirculated, about $3.50 or about $6 to $7 for an uncirculated banknote. And you could find the values on eBay sold items. Go to the lowest first. Don't go to the highest. They're usually just fraud listings. Okay, we've got Farah and MacArthur. Someone say MacArthur's a jerk. And what you can sell it for now is $5.40. Inflation, I mean, $5.40. So basically, you're getting a bit over inflation rate. So that's good if you want to keep it. Obviously, what we're looking at now is they're not really investments. They're just keeping up with inflation. Okay, you get the $5 banknote, which is my favorite. I actually like the purple color. The earlier versions have more contrast between the colors, which I do like better. So these ones I've kept since 1992. And they're the Fraser Cole. And, okay, 91 Fraser Cole. It says we have a value of $35 for uncirculated, 25, so about $12.50, and I'd say $17 for an uncirculated one. So $17, and as you can see, the inflation rate's $11. But I would say this is going to go down drastically in the next few years, and these banknotes should start picking up as inflation is increasing. Not like George Banks, who was a horticulturalist, and obviously they have a lot of species of Australian native plants. Most of these look like eucalypts, she oak. That is bottle brush, and some other plants. So you've got bark, you've got grevillea as well. So beautiful plants. And on the other side, Caroline Chisholm, who helped look after female immigrants to Australia. So two great people. Okay, that's a nice banknote. Okay, then we got the $10. So we need $22 for this banknote in 1993. Okay, so that's the polymer ones. And first of all, this one is a Night Wheeler. So that is it it's a side thread. The center thread will be somewhere close to here. This is a side thread. So that is a 1976 to 79 version. But as I got this around about the early 90s, obviously you could get older banknotes quite easily, unlike now, which you pretty much can't. So we are looking at general prefix, Cole Fraser. We'll do the low one, so about $30 or about 16. So if you want $30, you can see you are actually getting over that. So in uncirculated, that's good. For this one, we're talking about probably in this condition, I'd say very fine. $55, so about 27. So even this one, I'll be getting quite a bit over inflation rate. Although it looks like it only has one file, so it might be EF. In that case, it's about $60, so that's definitely more than inflation. Okay, we have the $20, which has these patterns, which I think might be related to aeronautics. And because we have Charles Kingsford Smith, which was a pilot, disappeared somewhere around Burma. And we have early flying kites and Hargraves. So, well, not the best. It's actually quite nice. So for $20, we want $43.28. Okay. And if we look at the last prefix, which is 93, so Fraser Evans, which is these two, and I've kept these since 1994. Actually, I do remember for quite a period afterwards, we got the paper and the polymer banknotes together for quite a period of time afterwards because they had quite a high value. Okay, so we're looking at this says 110, so probably about $55, which is a bit over inflation. So that's pretty good. But obviously, in the last 2 years, probably had 10% inflation, probably even more. I would say at least 30-40%, which is it should actually boost these banknotes up quite a lot. Okay, the last one we have is $50. So this one's a little bit damaged, and I only ever kept one of these because I didn't have that much money at the time. So I'm never going to sell these. Someone else is going to sell them after I get robbed and stabbed. So we have Fowler, and obviously he was into science, so we have a lot of things related to knowledge. On the back we have an astronomer, and his name was Clunes Ross. So we have satellite dish, we have honeycomb, that looks like a weather forecast, we have snow crystals, that looks like a complex molecule. Not too sure what that is. Oh, we have DNA down there. And we have a bee and grass, and beetles. So this is probably ecology. So it's quite a lot. And we want, what is it, $103. So the $50 was not issued in 1966, but 1973. And in 1995, which the new the polymer banknote was first issued, general prefix, we're talking about $200, so about $100. So really, you're not quite getting inflation. So this is where it lets us down. It's gonna be less than inflation. So really, I would it's probably why a lot of people don't collect 50s and 100s, because you're going to struggle to get inflation. Although it is a nice banknote, it's good just to keep one for your collection. But, you know, it's a disappointment. Okay, so the $100 is probably, you know, over a little bit less. Probably, you're only going to get double. So I would say $100 equals $200. Okay, so obviously it's not going to be a lot more than that because inflation from here has been a lot higher than here. And if we look at the values in the catalogue, 325, so pretty much you're getting about 160, something like that, which is less than inflation. So this is the reason why people don't keep 50s and 100s. So these ones struggle to reach inflation, and these ones are under. So obviously in the long term, $100 banknotes is just going to lose money. Anyway, I hope this helps you with your coin and banknote collecting. Let me know what you think. Also, I would like to know which banknote do you like the best. Obviously, I like this one, but other people would like other types of banknotes. Anyway, thank you very much. Have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time. Thank you and goodbye.